What's up, everybody? I'm Dapper Jeff, your gamer chef. And if you guys follow my live streams, you know that I've been playing a bunch of Spyro the Dragon. In fact, I even have that little expression that I use when I'm attacking my enemies. Something about buns and toasting. Toasting some buns. So today I decided I'm going to take that to heart. I'm going to make you guys some fantastic roasted French toasty buns for you and your crew. It's super easy, super delicious. It's a great little dessert treat. So yes, we're breaking the whole healthy season 3 rule, but that's okay. It's okay to cheat every now and then. So come with me into my kitchen and let's make this. It's awesome. All right, guys, like I said, it's a super easy dish. It's a great dessert dish. You're gonna start with the dredge. We're gonna make a little custard. So you're gonna take 4 eggs, just crack them into your little dish. Oh, we got another double yolk. Check it out, guys. That doesn't happen very often. That is a rare but beautiful thing when you crack an egg and you get a double yolk. So the next thing you're going to want to add to your eggs is a 1/4 cup of milk. I'm going to pour that right in on top. We're going to add in 2 tablespoons of sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, ground cinnamon. Please don't use a cinnamon stick, that would just be kind of weird. I mean, if you want to grind it, cool. We're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and a 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Now, I like to give credit where credit is due. This is not my recipe, nor is it Dr. Batman's or Eshy's. I actually got this recipe from the wonderful chef Robert Irvine on the Food Network website. So, full link in the description below. So you're going to take your fork and you're going to whisk this all together to make a nice, creamy, like a custard base to dredge our bread in. The bread is the star of the show. It is going to be fan-flippity-tastic. All right, so you're going to want your custard to look something like this, because it's nice, it's blended. We're going to set this aside for just a minute. All right, guys, you're going to want to take a 10 to 12 inch skillet or frying pan. I'm using our fantastic Teflon that we used. Didn't we use this last week? All right. So right now I've got it on medium-high heat. I just want to get it warmed up because we're going to take our 4 tablespoons of butter. We're going to throw it in there. We're just going to let it melt and get gooey and delicious. But beforehand, like I said, I'm going to let that heat up for a second. This is our custard. Looks good. Actually, if need be, I could... While that's warming, I'm just going to whisk this a little more. You're going to want to, after you whisk it, see, I tried to jump ahead and put it in a shallow dish right from the get-go. But after you whisk it, use like a pie pan, a shallow dish, where you can dip the bread in and then rotate it and then dip it again. And the other very important thing to have for this dish that you absolutely need, you cannot make Spyro's roasty French toasty bread without this item, is bread. I would recommend a nice brioche, preferably let it sit out for a day, maybe 2, let it get a little on the stale side. What I actually did inadvertently, but I know this is going to be awesome, is bought some brioche, and I didn't realize it was a vanilla brioche. So we got our nice thick, we cut it thick, but you can actually see the swirls of vanilla in it. So that is going to add some extra flavor to it when we cook it up. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to step right back over here to our pan, which I'm sure by now is hot enough to melt this butter. Take our 4 tablespoons of butter, and I'm just going to boop right there on the pan. Oh, look at that. That's some melty butter right there. I'm going to drop the heat a little bit. I'm just going to let the butter melt. Seriously, just going to let this melt right now. Grab up my spatula. Help that. Let's just, melt. Just coat this pan. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to coat it. We're going to coat it good. I got the heat down to about a medium. And now for the fun part. I'm going to take our first piece of bread, and like I said, you want to cut it kind of thick. And we're just going to dip it in the dredge. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to dip it in the dredge. I'm going to bring it right over here. And I'm going to set it down there so it can cook. Now I'm going to do that with a couple pieces. You're going to want to cook them a couple minutes on each side till it's nice and golden brown. I don't think I can fit all 8 pieces of bread on there at once, but I'm gonna give it the old college try. Now remember, the dredge does contain raw eggs, so please don't be like, hey, I've got leftover dredge and it looks delicious. Do not eat this. It might get thick. I mean, cook it, then eat it. Do not eat it raw. There we go. That's what I should have said. And I figure it's a perfect Spyro dish, because, I mean, hey, when I play Spyro, I like to roasty toasty some buns. Now we're making roasty French Toasty. And if I was clever, I would have gotten brioche buns instead of just regular bread. But no, I decided not to be clever. I decided to be conventional in that respect. I'm gonna rotate my pan. I'm gonna try to start flipping my French toast. Look at that. That is delicious looking right there. You want that kind of nice... Oh, thank you. Careful, I don't want to hit you with any hot butter or a hot pan. Ooh, buddy, look at... Come on, flip, flip, flip. Yeah, look at that. I feel... See, there we go. That piece right there was like every flight level in Spyro. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. Look at that. We're going to let that sit for just another minute or so. Let the other side cook. Call it 2 minutes. Call it 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes per side. You want them nice and golden, kind of like this. This might be a little overcooked for this side, but we're gonna let it ride and see how it is. Now, while this is cooking, if you're quick and skilled, I already did this. You can take some strawberries, cut them up, because call me crazy, but in Spyro you got to collect them gems, and doesn't that look like one of those gems you have to collect? Right? Yeah. We also have some blueberries, because there's some fantastic blue gems as well. I want to give a special shout out to my friend Jess, who came up with this idea. So Jess, I know you're watching. Thank you for the idea. And guys, this is your chance. If you have any dishes you want to see me make, send me an email. Post it in the comments down below. Let me know. This can't all be on me. I'm not that creative. I can cook it. I just don't know what to cook. All right, we're gonna check. That is perfect looking, so I'm going to take these, set them carefully on a plate I have set aside. These aren't ready for plating yet, but give me about 2 minutes. I'm gonna cook up these last couple pieces, and I'll see you guys when everything's done and ready. All right, guys, so for this step, you want clean hands, which I just washed mine, and you want to be able to quickly grab things. So we're gonna take about 3 pieces, I would say. So 1, 2, and we'll take this little guy here and set them like so on our plate. See, this is another one of those instances where you guys get to see the plating. You're gonna take your favorite maple syrup or whatever flavored syrup you like, if you like flavored syrup, and just do a light drizzle on the top. Shouldn't take more than, that. Take your favorite fruits. Like I said, I got some strawberries cut to look like the gems and diamonds from Spyro. I'm going to place those. I purposely cut 2 berries for each piece of toast. And then Duncan had to go and eat a couple. That's okay. He'll just have French toast without berries. Oh, Dr. Batman, that silly boots. Grab some blueberries, like those blue gems that we find. Or, the random health orb life counter spheres that are in Spyro. I don't know, there's some weird stuff in that game. And just sprinkle the blueberries as you like. If you have some whipped cream, you can add that too. But guys, that's it. That's how it's done. All right, guys, that's how you make a fantastic Spyro-themed French toast for you and your crew. I'm Dapper Jeff. If you like this, don't forget, click like, subscribe, that little bell icon so you never miss an episode. If you really like this, consider donating to my Patreon, link in the description below. It would actually be a huge help. It would be super awesome of you, and there's some really cool perks for donating. So I'm gonna go munch this, I'm gonna go play me some Spyro, and I'll catch you guys next week. But until then, I need you to do me the biggest of huge favors, and stay well fed. When the pan comes up to temp, you must coat it. Use this butter. It's so good, you must coat it. Coat it. Coat it good. Grease that pan. You know you should. Okay, I'm done, because I'm probably gonna get hit with like copyright infringement or some nonsense like that.